Welcome back to the catch up here on Cris Cyborg's YouTube channel. I am James Lynch. She is Cris Cyborg. Cris, we're back. We had a bit of a hiatus, but we're back in business. How you doing?
I'm great, James. I miss to be with you, but you know I've been training a lot, but I'm happy coming back.
And apologies right off the bat. My voice is a little hoarse. I coach hockey. I actually coach my son's hockey team, so a little bit hoarse voice here, but we're going to get through it. We're going to play hurt. So glad to be back, everyone. I know we've been off for a bit. Cris had to prepare for her fight, which didn't even end up happening. Let's start there, Cris. What happened to your boxing fight? Because you were supposed to fight, I believe it was last weekend or the weekend before.
You know, we signed up with the promoter to do the fight in February. Our fight's supposed to be April 27. We changed a lot of opponents in the way to finally, I was already in the airport to going to the fight, but then I canceled some couple changes, some girls. And then when I was at airport, my opponent already have it. She's completing her medical, everything was ready to go. I was already in the airport, and then the promoter called me, and they said the fight is gonna cancel. And I was super sad because a lot of fans were making plan to be there with me. It was canceled, and really, I'm sorry. But my team been working, and he's filed with the Wisconsin Commission for this. Is like it was really irresponsible. It's not nice to do, and then we filed for the promoter for maybe not happen anymore, for the next 5 years.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's too bad. Sometimes these things happen next. So I guess, sort of going from here, do you think your next fight will be MMA or do you think it will be boxing? What are you leaning towards right now?
I feel healthy. I feel ready for fight. My last fight was October last year. It's going to be 1 year not fighting. I told the PFL I'm ready to fight, and then say to me probably it's going to be end of September. Okay. So I've been training. Probably if they don't have it before, I would like to do one more boxing fight. We're looking for. I've been to continue training. I did my full camp for my last camp, so I'm waiting.
Okay, well that's good. And I do want to point out, I was at the PFL event it was like last month because they did an event before UFC 300. I asked Don Davis about you, so I'm trying to get the ball rolling here because we want to see you fight Larissa Pacheco, right? Do you assume that's going to be your next opponent? Is that what you're thinking?
Yes, the PFL told my team it's going to be Larissa Pacheco. It's going to be end of September. I'm very excited. I want to fight too. I'm already healthy and just waiting for the opportunity.
Were you surprised that it's September? I mean, we're talking right now and it's, May 7th. Were you surprised that they didn't try and make this fight maybe be a little bit sooner? Because they could honestly do a card just revolving around you and Larissa. You guys are two huge names in the PFL.
I would like to doing more fights because I've been signing some boxing fights. After Cats and Gun, I'm already, rest a couple weeks, and they start training again for my last box fight. So then I went to New Mexico, helping Holly. Is already getting ready for my boxing fight. The end of training in May, and then back here, continue. Went to Arizona. I've been active, training, and I want to fight. I think it's good you keep active. So because as I put in between you don't have MMA, doing some boxing.
Yeah,
fights.
no, I think it makes sense. You have to keep active. You don't want to be on the shelf for too long. Let's go over to the UFC. We had a pay-per-view last week. The King of Rio returned. Jose Aldo getting a win. I'm sure you caught the highlights. What did you think of Aldo coming back and winning on the big stage?
No, I watched it. It was really crazy. And people in Brazil love Jose Aldo. I'm super happy I got very happy for his victory. He's a legend in the sport. I'm glad that he coming back. He did an amazing fight for the fans in Brazil and for all the fans in the world. He's really legend, and I believe he can be the champion division.
Yeah.
And then congratulations, Dione. Dione got the win too. Brazil was really blessed.
Yes, can't forget Dione Barbosa. What a great win that was for her. I know it was taking a while to get that UFC debut, so great to see her getting the win column there as well. I know we're a couple weeks removed from this because obviously we haven't done the show in a while, but I do have to ask, what did you make of Kayla Harrison's win over Holly Holm at UFC 300?
I was there to watch it.
Oh, that's right. You were there. Yeah, actually, in fact, I mentioned that to Don Davis because I said, are you going to talk to Cyborg? She's here. And he's like, I didn't even know she was here. So...
Oh, it's really cool. I want to say thank you for all the fans there that came talk to me. It's really nice. All lot of love. And, you still see her be very uncomfortable stand up. Holly Holm, she did some mistake in the strategy for the fight. So then what's happening? Kayla got the fight for her comfortable place, in the ground game,
Mm.
and got the victory. Was a great fight. Congratulations for her. And yeah, it's happened. Sometimes it happen.
For sure. Did you speak to Holly after the fight, or have you not spoken to her since then?
I talked to Holly. She's a legend in the sport. She's a good person. I love to spend the time with her there, help her training. She's understand the sport.
Yeah.
She have a lot of experience, a lot of boxing fights, MMA, and my friend Cyber before he say, we lost some fight. You just have to think about 24 hours, and after you have to training and then get ready for the next.
Absolutely. Do you think Amanda Nunes will come out of retirement to fight Kayla? Do you think that'll happen, or do you think Amanda's going to stay retired?
I think Amanda Nunes. I think it may be coming back. I saw
Okay.
she don't like to see another people find another champion. Even
Yeah.
should retire. And then I believe UFC gonna try make it all the fights, and maybe Kayla maybe try be the champion, and then maybe make a champion against champion. And I just believe Amanda Nunes coming for 3 years on fight, it maybe gonna be the difference. But I hope she's been training hard if she's gonna come back, because it's a long time no active.
Before we go, we got to do our Portuguese saying of the week. Now, it's getting a little bit warmer here where I live in Vancouver, so I'm probably going to end up going swimming at some point outside because, it's getting nicer. So I think we've done this one before, but I need a refresher here. How do I say in Portuguese, let's go swimming?
Vamos nadar?
Vamos nadar?
Yes.
That's it? Okay.
That's it. Easy.
I won't forget that one. That's probably the easiest one we've ever done. Vamos nadar. Okay, cool. Good to know, because if it gets too hot here, I need to go swimming. It's important. Actually, I'll tell you this, Chris. You might appreciate this. I bought a cold plunge. I've got a cold plunge in my backyard now, so every morning I go dip in that cold plunge to help wake me up. I know you do a bit of that, don't you?
It really help for people does normal like you wake up like you're doing,
Yeah.
but usually I do and after I train.
Yeah, for inflammation. Yeah.
Inflammation is really good. I love it.
Yeah, it's great. And I love doing the show, Chris. So happy we're back. Again, just a reminder to our audience, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We're going to be back doing these shows regularly, so thank you so much for tuning in. But Chris, I always give you the last word. Anything you got coming up on CrisCyborg.com, your OnlyFans. Keep in mind, CrisCyborg.com, you can sign up with Bitcoin. Costs less than a cup of coffee. You got the Q&As, you got the behind-the-scenes videos, and then your OnlyFans. It's a bunch of different stuff as far as behind-the-scenes stuff with video blogs and all that stuff. So anything you got coming up, Chris, and I know you travel a lot too, let our audience know.
Let's say thank you, for all my fans. I went to Hawaii too. I stayed there really nice for a couple of days and enjoy a little bit after the fight cancel. I want to say great support for Brazil. I don't know if you guys see, but have really bad flooding over there. It's one state very close to my state, and it's like some whole city is already down under the water. And this couple days be really sad. My heart really heavy for them. Condolence for all the people lost, your lovers and family. Is really, really sad. I've been praying for them. God give strength for them. And, I know some people from here, from America, would like to help. For sure, have a lot of online people trying to help them and some donation. That's it. I just feel have my heart and been praying for people be healthy and safe soon.